Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome once again to the Van Buren Variety Show. This is episode number 115. Wow. I never would have guessed when I started this that I'd be making up to 115. But I owe it all to you, my subscribers, and my listeners, and my audience that's followed me all the way. But I'm not discounting the newcomers, too. We have some newcomers here tonight. So, welcome all to the Van Buren Variety Show. I am Bob Van Buren, your host. Just as a reminder, I'm here every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Central Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you that are new that I know are logging in, it's just what the title says. It's a Van Buren Variety Show. So every week I have an individual guest to talk about an individual topic. Could be about their profession. It might be a how-to segment. It might be just something that they're interested in. Maybe they've done a lot of research on. It could be some musical entertainment. So you never know what you're going to get week after week. But there is a way you can know what's going to happen week after week. If you look real carefully, if you haven't already, I think you'll see a subscribe button way up there somewhere on YouTube. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also, if you like tonight's guest and you like tonight's topic, there is a like button there. So make sure you hit that like button. That would make our tonight's guest feel really good too. And if you're not watching this show live, you can always watch it days, weeks, months later. So if you have a question for tonight's guest, even if it's long after the show is over, you can leave a comment down there, and you have a question for him. I'll make sure that he sees it. Again, welcome to the Van Buren Variety Show, and thank you for a wonderful 115 episodes. I've had a really great weekend. Memorial Day has just passed. It's come and gone, and enjoyed a day off from work. But, man, that alarm clock went off this morning way too early. So, always happens when I have a day off. It's hard going back to work. I'm sure a lot of you that are not retired yet can sympathize a little bit. So I've got a great show for you tonight. We've actually had a lot of requests on this show over the last few weeks and months to have more music. And I've promised you, even as late as last year, that I have more music. But I finally do have some musicians lined up, counting the one that I've got tonight. I know you're going to enjoy his music. I've heard his music, and it's really, really good. But not only are you going to hear his music tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk to the man behind the singing and the songwriting. So without further ado, I will bring my guest on tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to Chip Steele, singer and songwriter. So, Chip, welcome to the Van Buren Variety Show.
Hello, thank you for having me.
So, glad you're here. You know, I've never met anybody yet that doesn't like music. I mean, music is just, the thing where people can just forget about their troubles or party to. They can lay back and listen to. So, appreciate you being on the show tonight.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Okay. Well, let me just ask you. Now, you are a singer and a songwriter. So, I'll just put the question. What kind of instruments do you play?
Well, I play bass guitar mostly is what I do.
Okay.
And I've made a living pretty much on playing bass guitar. But I do play a little acoustic guitar,
Okay.
But, that's pretty much, I've done.
Perfect. Hey, you know what? I'm not musically inclined, so I admire people like you that are. So that's great. You're a songwriter as well. So how long have you been writing songs, and about how many have you written so far, approximately?
Oh, I haven't really written that many songs. I have written a few. Mostly it's been, doing friends' songs, that they've written. And my dad wrote some songs, and I put music to and stuff. But as far as me, I've only written maybe about 20 songs, maybe at the most.
Okay. Hey, that's a lot more. That's 20 more than I've done. So that's perfect. We're going to be playing some of your songs pretty soon. But do you play publicly? Is there a way people can see you play live?
Yeah. I work with I guess really several different bands. Really,
okay.
Trying to, I mean, all through the years, that's all I've really done is, just worked with different bands. The band that I'm working with primarily right now is James Weller and the Weller Tones.
Okay.
And also working with Steve Rose, and I don't remember the name of it, but you know, I just kind of bounce around to different bands, you know, just trying to find a gig, you know.
Hey, that has you know that helps you. That helps you a little variety in there, right?
Yeah, absolutely. A little variety in things, and you know, and trying to kind of make some bread money.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of genre? Or do you have a certain genre that you play? Is it country, old time rock and roll? Do you do a little bit of everything?
Well, yeah, it is mostly country, you know,
okay.
that I play. You know, but I do all, you know, I try to be, you know, well versed in
sure.
everything, you know, because you never know what gig you're going to get, you know.
Right. Well, great. So let's go ahead and just kind of start this up, ladies and gentlemen. He has, and I will share this on the chats in a minute. There's a website you can go to hear Chip's songs. In fact, it's even in the description on YouTube, where I have a little short bio about him. And it's also some place you can click on to hear. So we're going to be hearing some of his music tonight. So let's see if I can show you how computer versed I am right now. So we'll just take them one at a time, Chip. So let me bring this up, everybody. And the first song we're going to sing, believe me, you don't want to hear me sing. I take that back. Chip, believe me, if I started singing, everybody watching this would tune out. It would not do you justice at all. I sound like a bullfrog drowning in the rain, literally. So the first song, let me rephrase that. The first song Chip is going to sing is a recorded version of a song called Neon Sin. So let me go ahead and pull that up right now. And ladies and gentlemen, here is Neon Sin. And I'm not getting any sound. Are you getting any sound?
I'm not, no.
Okay, let's try that again. When you're doing a live show, that's all you know. Let's see. Let's see if I can get something else here.
One, two.
There we go.
One. From the backside of nowhere to the bright lights of the town, a country boy just searching for a love that he ain't found. But with his backward ways and his lack of bitch, they're gonna pick him clean. All that he knows is what is read in some old magazine. Fallen angel, wait for him, she's gonna lure him in. She'll take him deep inside a world to meet his bitter end. And those city lights and neon signs, they're gonna do him in. She's gonna introduce him to the world of neon sin. She'll take him to a table where the lights are low and dim. Without him ever knowing, she'll take all she can from him. She'll tell him that she loves him and their love was meant to be. Stranger in this neon world, he's just too blind to see. Fallen angel, wait for him, she's gonna lure him in. She'll take him deep inside a world to meet his bitter end. Those city lights and neon signs, they're gonna do him in. She's gonna introduce him to the world of neon sin. She's gonna introduce him to the world of neon sin.
Oh, very good, Chip.
Well, thank you very much.
Let me mute that. Okay. How long did it take you to, is that a song you wrote or did somebody else write that?
No, somebody else wrote that. That was the drummer, that band right there was called Total Strangers.
Total Strangers, right?
Total Strangers, yeah. And I used to work at a little, it was a little recording studio down in Whitney, Texas. And we recorded that. And the guy on the guitar, his name is Bobby. Excuse me.
No problem.
For some reason, I can't think of his last name, but his name was Bobby. And the drummer was named Kevin Carter, and it was Kevin Carter's dad that wrote that song.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
And yeah, it was cool. And I asked if I could record that, because I thought that would, kind of fits me, fits me and a lot of the, lifestyle I've been through and stuff, so, and they said, yeah, sure, record it. And so we did. We did a whole little album down there in Whitney, Texas.
I know where that's at.
Yeah. Have you been there?
I've been there. I have been. Lake Whitney even. So
yes.
Did some fishing down there.
You're a fisherman, man.
Absolutely.
Well, cool deal.
On that song we just heard, Chip, that Neon Sand, did y'all do that in one take, or did y'all have to rehearse before you recorded it, or how'd you were able to record that?
Well, the studio that I worked at, I was the engineer. I was a sound engineer there.
Oh, okay.
And so I don't know. We just we did a whole album down there.
Oh, wow.
And there's several other songs that are there. That whole CD. That we did. But no, I don't know. We worked on it. Got it put together and stuff.
Chip, I think someone came up with that last name you were looking at. I'll display that on the screen.
Oh.
James Weller says Bob Arnold on guitar.
It is Bob Arnold.
Thank you,
correct.
James.
That is correct. Bob Arnold on guitar.
Oh, thank you, James. I appreciate that. And let's see, we have some other people. Sandra said, "Oh, good sound." That's your song.
Oh, well, thank you.
Let's see. So we were talking before the show, Chip, and I want to make sure I play these songs as well. You said that there was a couple of songs you recorded that your dad wrote, correct?
Yes.
Okay. What were the names of those songs? I can make sure I'm queuing them up.
One was Tyler Roses, and I've been doing that song for many years. Tyler Roses.
Okay.
And the other one was a Cherokee Rose.
Cherokee Rose.
Cherokee Rose that he wrote, and it's like an Indian type song. It's kind of cool, really.
Okay. Well, I want to listen to Cherokee Rose then. That sounds like a good song to play. So,
okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you see, I'm going to play some of the songs that he's got, and I will also display the site where you can go and hear a lot of Chip's music. And so we'll definitely be talking to him more about that. So, again, let's see if Bob Van Buren can do this without screwing it up again. So I host a show, but I'm not a very good producer sometimes. So we'll see if how I can do this. So We'll listen to Cherokee Rose, ladies and gentlemen.
From Oklahoma, where that old red river flows, in a white cotton dress that fit her body close. Dark olive skin, her color was sunny gold. Every man loved the maiden known as Cherokee Rose. Her body would sway in a soft summer breeze. A man's kinda woman, every man would agree. Long black hair, blacker than miner's coal. Every man loved the maiden Cherokee Rose. Oh, the Cherokee Rose, oh, the Cherokee Rose. Every man loved the maiden known as Cherokee Rose. Cherokee Rose, oh, the Cherokee Rose. Every man loved the maiden Cherokee Rose. Now there's a lonely Indian on his trail of broken tears, searching for his maiden, pining she was near. But the love that she sells is the love that she chose. Every man loved the maiden known as Cherokee Rose. Oh, the Cherokee Rose, oh, the Cherokee Rose. Every man loved the maiden known as Cherokee Rose. Cherokee Rose, oh, the Cherokee Rose. Every man loved the maiden Cherokee Rose. Oh, the Cherokee Rose, oh, the Cherokee Rose. Every man loved the maiden known as Cherokee Rose. Cherokee Rose, oh, the Cherokee Rose. Every man loved the maiden Cherokee Rose.
Well, I enjoyed that, Chip. That was really powerful.
Yeah, it's a cool song, really. And yeah, my dad wrote that. And, you know, it was pretty cool.
And you recorded it. Wow, you did a good job of that. Now, you did a good, awesome job of that, for sure.
Oh, thank you.
I was going to ask you, as a person who's in country music, who would you say is some of your favorite artists in the country genre?
Well, of course, Elvis Presley.
Of course, for sure.
Elvis, Waylon Jennings.
Waylon Jennings, yes.
And Willie, Willie Nelson.
Oh, yeah, you got to have him in there.
Yeah, I mean, awesome songwriter, Willie Nelson. I mean, he's
absolutely
tons of songs, But I don't know. Those are some of my favorites, And I did get to shake Waylon Jennings' hand.
Really?
And
wow! Tell us about that. Where were you?
It was one of those July 4th picnics.
Yes.
And it was down in Austin. And somehow or another, I ended up backstage at the July 4th picnic, and
Wow.
I saw, Johnny Cash. I saw a bunch of people backstage there, and Waylon Jennings walked by. Of course, he had his entourage, and stuff,
Sure.
and, his security and stuff. But somehow or another, I ended up getting to shake his hand, which was like really cool.
Oh,
Really
cool. Wow, what an experience for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I've had a really a very fortunate career as far as musically. I have got to meet a lot of people, a lot of stars,
Oh man.
and I played bass guitar for Gene Watson. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yes, I know exactly who that is. Wow.
And and that was pretty cool. I did that for like a year and a half or so, and we'd play all these different little places.
Yeah.
I mean, not little places. I mean, like arenas and
Sure,
stuff.
for sure. Oh,
And
wow.
we did 3 gigs with Merle Haggard up and around Boston area,
Wow.
and at the arenas and things,
Yeah.
hockey arenas and things. And Merle Haggard actually sat down next to me on Gene Watson's bus while they were talking, and just kind of,
wow.
kind of bull stuff.
Right next to you. Oh, wow.
Right next to me. I know, and that's a memory I'm always going to remember.
Man,
But-
that is awesome.
But yeah, there were many nights that Gene Watson would be driving the bus, back home or back to another gig or something,
Mhm.
and I would ride shotgun, and he would tell me stories of everybody, George Jones, stuff that he's,
Wow.
and how George Jones used to play poker, and I mean, it was great. I mean, I ain't made no money, but
Just the experience, though.
the
Wow.
experience is like excellent.
So,
I'll always remember that.
just curious, what was Gary Morris like? Was he pretty likable guy?
Gary Morris,
Yeah, huh? No, yeah, I meant Gary Watson. Excuse me.
Gene Watson.
Gene Watson. I was going to get it right in a minute. Okay. I don't know where that. I was thinking of country stars in my head, and then I had all these names coming in. So yeah, him.
Be cool to meet Gary Morris, actually.
Yeah, right.
With him. But, no, he was excellent. He just he's just a dude. And
Awesome.
he has a auto body shop down in Houston. And
Oh wow.
that's what he does.
Perfect.
Him and his brother. Last I heard, I mean, that's what they did. So.
Well, I got some good comments about you in the chat, and I also have a request as well. So let me play some of this. Your last song, Bat Mom says he's got a great voice. So thank you for that, Bat Mom.
That
And
mom.
let's see. And then we have, let's see. Sandra again says awesome voice. So thank you for that too, Sandra.
Thank
I know
you.
she's talking
Thank
about
very
you,
much.
not me. Yeah. And then I have a request. Let's see. Where did that request go? Oh, okay. Let's see. Maybe you can tell me about this because I'm not sure what it is or who it is. James Wellers says, ask about Jerry Sheff on bass.
Jerry Sheff.
Is there a story on that we need to know?
No, but that is one of my heroes, Jerry Sheff. He's a bass player that played for Elvis.
Oh, wow. See, I guess I
And,
didn't recognize
so-
the name.
So I did study him. I did study him whenever I was learning to play bass. Yeah, Jerry Sheff.
Okay. All right.
I studied him.
So, Well, it was a good influence because you're doing a great job. So, so what would be? I'll ask a lot of my musicians that comes on the show this. Say there's somebody out there, maybe young man, young lady, maybe she wants or he wants to be in a band. Maybe they've got a musical talent, and they don't know where to start or kind of where to go or kind of how do they find a band, to play with? What would you recommend to that young person?
That's a kind of a tough question right there. I don't know. I mean, just start knocking on doors and just work it.
Sure.
That's not an easy question right there.
Okay. So just keep practicing.
Keep practicing and keep on knocking on doors.
Okay.
That's
and
what I did.
Got another request for you. Says, can you tell Chip I said hi, Dad? Think you know who that is.
It's my baby.
It is. Okay. Well, see, your number one fan right there. Yeah. See?
There we go.
Joined in the show for sure. Thank you for that. For sure. Okay. Well, you said you got another song that you wrote that your dad wrote. And was that Tyler Roses, you said? Was the name of that song?
Yeah, Tyler Roses. Yeah, Tyler Roses.
Okay.
Yeah, he wrote that. And I put that together also. It's kind of a Texas swing type feel.
Oh, see, I like swing, so that's even perfect. So I like that Indian song too. And while we're on the subject, Chip, before I put in Tyler Rose, say that people like tonight are hearing your music. Is there a way they can purchase your music?
No, they can have it for free.
Okay, wow.
Just go on that Reverb Nation website or whatever. No, I don't have anything for sale.
Okay, well, there's the website, ladies and gentlemen. If you want some awesome music that you can party to, you can listen to, chill out to, well, there's your website right there. So, in the meantime, let's go back to the Reverb Nation website, and let's go listen to another song that Chip's dad wrote, and this one is called Tyler Roses. So we'll play that right now. Enjoy.
See, I'm going down that Tyler Road. I'm going to pick me a Tyler Rose. Now way down in Texas, springtime is here. Blue bonnets blooming, summer is near. Young men looking for to take a bride. And I'm going to Tyler to take me one aside. Yes, sir. Tyler Roses, oh how they shine. Tyler Roses, pretty and fine. You see, I'm going down that Tyler Road. I'm going to pick me a Tyler Rose. Summer brings. No, have you ever walked down Dogwood Trail? 'Cause Tyler is where the roses live. So I sing, Tyler Roses, oh how they shine. Tyler Roses, pretty and fine. You see, I'm going down that Tyler Road. I'm going to pick me a Tyler Rose. Tyler shine. All the China roses, they're pretty and they're fine. You see, I'm going down that Tyler road. I'm going to pick me a Tyler rose. Yes, I am. I'm going to pick me a Tyler rose. Tyler roses.
That was a really good song. Oh, wow.
Cool.
Your father wrote it and you played it. That's a great song.
Yeah, he wrote it, and he wrote it probably in the 90s or something. It was, I mean, he's always done that song, but yeah, it was a long time ago when he wrote that.
When did you say he wrote it? About when?
It was probably 1970s or something.
Oh, wow.
I've got a ton of lyrics and things that he has written that I still have not put music to yet. That I need to. I do need to. I need to put music to it. But there's a lot of lyrics. But he wasn't a musician or anything, or he didn't play. But he kind of had an idea of the music that he wanted to go with it and stuff. And, so I'd kind of follow along and try to put it together for him, But, there's a lot of lyrics that I need to put together.
That was actually my next question for you, Chip. I was going to say, your dad, he wrote a lot of songs.
He did, yes.
That is awesome.
Yes,
well,
he did.
I actually have a request from the chat again. Let's see. Linda Alexander says, please play the song Chip wrote called Cheers. So tell us about Cheers.
Linda Alexander?
Yes, that's what it says on the name.
That's my mom.
Oh, welcome, Mom. All right. Another big fan right there.
I believe that's my mom.
Oh, well, welcome, Mom.
I believe that's my mom.
Okay.
Cheers. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote that. I did write that song, and I wrote another song at the same time called The Stage Ride, but I don't have that online anywhere. But Cheers, it was just kind of a little quick deal. And in fact, Catherine, my baby girl, she was in the baby swing, and I sat there at the kitchen table and wrote Cheers. But it was just, I don't know, it's just a silly little song. It's nothing, just a silly little song.
I bet we won't think it's silly when we hear it. So, and William Brooks is saying, "Very good, Chip. Sounds great."
Yeah, I did a gig with him this past weekend.
Oh, welcome, William.
Yeah, he's a great drummer. Want to do some more gigs with him, actually.
So we've got a lot of musicians on here, so maybe they'll make an appointment to be on the Van Buren Variety Show. Hint, 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 hint. Yeah, so I'm always looking for good musicians, so keep that in mind. So, oh, great. So, all right, well, let's play Cheers. We don't want to let Mom down. So,
okay.
Again, to my audience, if you like Chip's music, we're playing it tonight. You can get it on Reverb Nation, and while I'm playing the music, I'll make sure I put the website down there so you can actually see for yourself. And he's got a lot of great songs. And so we're just playing a few select tonight. So let's go back to the website, and we will play Cheers by our one and only Chip Steele. So here is Cheers, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, help me out on this song right here, if you would. Well, me and my buddy went down to the club. We were drinking cold beer from a frosted mug. I don't know how it happened or when it began, but we started yelling, cheers! With the band. Now every time when a girl walks by, or maybe when a redneck starts to cry, with that in your fears, we raise up our fears and yell. Cheers! We cheers to the ladies wearing tight blue jeans. We cheers to cold beer in the color of green. We cheers to the chick and the way she dances, and to the lights for second chances. We cheers to the glow of the neon sign, and to the drummer for staying in time. Yeah, here's to us, and here's to beers. Cheers! Oops, I ain't looking. Well, the waitress come around and said, it's the last call. Would you like another beer? Oh, you always said, bring us around. No, let's make that 10, cause we're gonna stay and cheers till the end. So with the tray in each hand, not a drop did she spill. Told her she was good, here's $1 bill. She said, why, thank you, I've been doing this for years. Cheers! We cheers to the sawdust on the dance hall floor. We cheers to the band for playing one more. We cheers to the cowboys who wear black hats. And Lucy, she's all that. Cheers to the bed of my pickup truck. And on our way home, may we have good luck. Yeah, here's to us, and here's to beers. Cheers! Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, that was an awesome song.
Yeah, it's just a little song.
Well, I'm going to share with you a compliment, and then I also have a request for you, and I might say it's kind of a stern request from somebody from our audience. So here's the compliment. Voodoo Child 1978 says, not only Chip is an accomplished bass player, but he influenced me on being a sound engineer. That's Justin Yeager. Thank you, Justin.
I know Justin. I do. Very good.
Okay. Now I'm going to play this back to back. So the first request is to say, ask him to play one song live, and then right behind that, this is Chip's wife, so he'd better say yes. So, hey, I don't shoot the messenger. I'm just telling you what was said. So, you might want to play something, Chip, if you can. So, that's up to you, though. No pressure.
It just so happens.
Oh, look at that. Hey, you won him. You won, Miss Steele. Thank you very much for that.
There's an old Lefty Frizzell song.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've done it.
That's fine.
You hear the guitar okay?
Yes, perfect. Sounds great. I'll let you have it till you're finished.
See if I remember how to do this. Yeah, it's out of tune. Sorry.
No problem.
Would you like to hear I love you all the time? If you couldn't turn around without us touching, would you mind? Yeah, that's like way out of tune. I'm sorry. It's not gonna work.
Hey, he tried. He tried. He tried, Miss Steele. He really tried.
It was tuned at one time, but I guess sitting outside here, it's like way out of tune now. But yeah, I did try.
Okay, that's fine. Hey, we mentioned earlier some of your favorite artists, but can you just think the top of your head some of your favorite country songs, or maybe some that you even perform?
Some of the songs that I performed. Well, that one, Leopard Brazil, I like doing that. There's I don't know, there's several songs. Of course, you know, I like doing Waylon Jennings songs, you know.
Absolutely.
Sure Hank done it this way, and you know, and stuff, and all. But as far as me singing, you know, I really here lately, I really haven't been singing that much lately. I've just been, you know, playing, you know, just playing my guitar, playing bass. I haven't been singing that much, but yeah, Waylon and Elvis and Roger Miller. I used to like to do that Roger Miller song, you know, and stuff. And I don't know. There's been, you know, I've been doing it for, you know, dang near 50 years now or something, 40 years or whatever. You know, so I've gone through a lot of artists, you know, that I've liked and I've worked with and stuff. And the first time I went on the road, it was with the Phoenix Band, and we played Holiday Inns or Ramada Inns and stuff, and we was there for like weeks at a time, and we was doing stuff like Madonna, Prince, Bon Jovi, you know, and we was doing all that kind of stuff, you know, and all that, you know, and you know, so I've had a very wide variety of musical things that I've done, you know, and it's all about, you know, getting a gig, basically, you know, let me have a gig.
And having fun while you're at it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting to meet lots of people. You know, I've met tons of people. Lots, you know, and stuff, and lots of musicians and stuff. And I've got musician friends in Alabama and everywhere.
Wow. Well, they always say if you're having fun with what you're doing, it's really not a job if you're having fun with what you do.
Right.
That true for you?
That is true. That is true. Having fun what you do.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just kind of leave it up to you, Chip. You know, you've seen the songs that you know the songs you have. Is there another particular song you'd like me to play? And if so, can you kind of tell us a history beside it? Who wrote it? Kind of what was your inspiration for it?
There is a song.
Okay.
It's called "Out of the Blue."
Okay.
And I think it's there on that Reverb Nation.
Let me check it really quick. Yes, it's
Out
here.
of the Blue.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Okay. Yeah, that was written by a friend of mine named Kelly Yeager, which was Justin's brother. But yeah, Out of the Blue. That's a cool song, really, and it talks about you know, your love hit me from out of the blue. Don't know how it happened, but it's just a cool song. And Kelly Yeager wrote that, you know, and he let me record that, which was like really cool. You know?
Okay. And I see Kelly Yeager is in chat, so definitely they're watching. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me bring his website back. And again, those of you that are just tuning in, I have Chip Steele here that I'm interviewing. He's a singer and has written some songs, and we got some songs that his dad wrote as well. So if you like his songs, let me go and put that back up on the website. And I know that some of you are only listening to this on the audio. So for those of you that are not watching this on the video, the website is www.reverbnation, REVERBNATION, reverbnation.com/Chip Steele, that's STEELE, and then /songs. So if you go to that website, you're going to hear some awesome music and a lot more than what we're playing tonight, but we're playing all the ones that Chip has recorded, and every one of them are awesome songs. And so let's hear Out of the Blue now. So let's go back to that website and we'll hear Out of the Blue, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoy it.
Girl, I don't know how it happened, but it sure feels good. And there's still quite a lot that's not fully understood. You didn't pull any punches, didn't play no games. What I'm trying to say is that you're driving me insane. If we keep going like we're going, they'll have me committed. So just keep it coming, cause I'm loving every minute. The way you bat your eyes, the way you smile that smile, makes me wanna say, let's go to my place for a while. Your love hit me from out of the blue. You caught me off guard, there wasn't a thing that I could do. You got me shaking right out of my shoes, cause your love hit me from out of the blue. How high that you got me a-flying. I can't even sleep, there's no use in even trying. You got me thinking of you every hour of the day, and it's all because your love is blowing me away. Your love hit me from out of the blue. You caught me off guard, there wasn't a thing that I could do. You got me shaking right out of my shoes, cause your love hit me from out of the blue. Love hit me from out of the blue. You caught me off guard, there wasn't a thing that I could do. You got me shaking right out of my shoes, cause your love hit me from out of the blue. Your love hit me from out of the blue. Girl, your love hit me.
Another great song. Boy, you can really bop to that one.
Yeah, absolutely.
I enjoyed that. Wow.
That's a cool song. It is. Very cool song.
If you want to get people on the dance floor, if you're playing somewhere, well, that'll be the song to do it with.
Yeah, right. It would.
That is awesome. Let's kind of go back in time, Chip, in your life. So, when did you get interested in playing like bass guitar? Were you very young? Were you later in life, or just kind of what sparked the interest with you?
Well, it's kind of a long story.
We got plenty of time.
We got time.
We got time.
What happened was, when I was 13 years old, my grandmother bought me a guitar, for Christmas or something, and so I kind of learned a little bit, not much, and stuff, and then I ended up going over to a guy that when I was like 16 or 17 years old, I went over to a guy's house, and I knew that he played guitar. His name's Stan Hartnett, and I took my guitar to him, and I held it. I knocked on his door, and I held it to him, and I said, "Can you tune this guitar?" Because I knew that he played, So he tuned it up for me and stuff. And so anyway, I still learned a little bit of stuff. Anyway, I told Stan that, hey man, I want to be in a band. And so he said, yeah, we can, put a band together and stuff. So anyway, the first time that we all got together, it was me and Stan and Kelly and Steve Henderson. And there was one drummer and 3 guitar players. And so they said, well, somebody's got to have to play bass. And so, I said, yeah, I'll do it. I mean, it was 3 guitar players and a drummer, the first rehearsal. And so, that's how I ended up playing bass.
And the rest, they say, is history from there, right?
It's history from there, yeah.
That's right. What kind of bass guitar do you have, or what kind of guitar were you showing just now?
Oh, that guitar,
Yeah.
that's just a acoustic guitar.
Okay.
But no, I just pawn shop guitars. That's all I play. Pawn shop guitars, because you
Yeah.
never know, whenever you're at some club and deep Ellum and you need to, use your guitar up against somebody's head,
Oh,
some club. You
You
never
know,
really know. So use pawn shop guitars always.
actually, and I don't remember what the situation was, and probably it was a YouTube phenomenon years ago, and someone may know who this was, but it was some guitar player, kind of a singer comedian, and he was playing an acoustic, a guitar, and one of the fans got out of hand, and it actually shows it on video. He got the car and actually smashed it on top of this guy's head for being too
Yeah.
unruly.
Right. I mean, you might have to sometime, So I mean, don't get no $1,000 guitar to smash up against somebody's head. Get a pawn shop guitar because you
Okay.
never know.
Let me ask you a question. Maybe you don't want to answer it. Have you ever had to smash a guitar on someone's head?
No,
No. Okay.
no.
Like there might be a story there. No, there's no story. Hopefully, you
Oh,
won't
there's
have
no
to do
story.
that.
It's a backup plan.
Oh, hopefully a way backup plan.
Yeah.
So hopefully they'll just get ejected out of the audience instead of getting a good old guitar to the head. So that's perfect.
Right.
Yeah. Do you have any songs, or do you believe in the future you'll be recording like some more songs?
I really don't know. I don't have any plans on anything like that. I really don't.
Well, on a personal note, I wish you would, because I mean,
Oh,
I
really?
mean, I say this, genuine. You're a great singer. You're a great performer. So
Well,
I'd
thank
love
you.
to see you add some extra songs to your already great playlist.
Well, thank you very much. Who knows? Maybe I will. I don't know.
Okay.
Start working on some of my dad's
Please.
songs and stuff. Maybe, but I don't really have any plans on doing
Okay.
anything else other than getting a gig on Saturday night. That's about
Sure.
it.
Well, you mentioned at the first of the show, Chip, you mentioned some of the bands that you play with. And
Yeah.
so kind of give us that rundown again, because there might be somebody watching that kind of wants to see one of your bands play live or just kind of keep track of them. So what are some of the band names that you have played with or are playing with?
The one I'm working with mostly right now is James Weller, the Weller Tones.
James Weller
Weller
and the
Tones.
Weller Tones. Okay.
Yeah, the Weller Tones, and that's what I'm working with mostly. But there is another guy I'm working with. His name is Steve Rose.
Steve Rose. All right.
Yeah, and he plays up around Dallas a lot and stuff. And I think the name of that band's called Rio Grande.
Rio Grande. Okay.
Yeah, Rio Grande. Steve Rose, Rio Grande, and yeah, and it's fun, And those are really the only two
Sure.
that I'm really kind of working with on and off.
But they play, both these bands, the Weller Tones and Steve Rose, the Rio Grande, they play different gigs, right, around this area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, I don't really know, what gig I have. I seem like I'm going to be in Mansfield here, pretty soon. And, so I don't know. It's just, it's just everything,
Sure,
just,
no problem.
I take them as they come. I write them down, and then I go, do the gigs and stuff.
And just for my worldwide audience, when I say this area, I'm referring to the Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas metroplex. So yeah, if you ever need a reason to come to Texas, folks, here it is, right here. Hear him play and hear his band members. So that would be awesome. And man, Chip, I really appreciate you sharing your music with tonight. Let me display that one more time for our audience tonight. Just to hear more of Chip's wonderful, wonderful music, I will put that up right now for everybody. and it is https://www.reverbnation.com/Chip Steele and /songs. He has some wonderful songs that we didn't get to cover tonight, but you can watch it. I mean, you can hear them right now if you go to his website. Chip, we appreciate you being on tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having me. You know, it's been great.
It's been great just hearing not only, the songs that you perform, but I like to hear, the history behind it. Like, you told us that your dad wrote 2 of those songs, which were awesome songs.
Yeah.
So
cool.
So, will you be playing anytime soon with either one of these bands pretty soon?
Yeah, I will, but I have no idea when or that. Yeah, I will be too. I don't have my calendar in front of me right now, so I don't really know. I'm sure it'll be, this weekend. It's
like my former boss used to tell me, you don't volunteer, you get voluntold. So you get voluntold where you're going to be.
All right. All right.
Well, Chip, it's been an awesome show. I appreciate you being on, and I can see you've got a lot of fans in chat. I've been reading the chat. I haven't been able to display everything, but you've got a lot of good family and friends that are supporting you, bud. So, can you still hear me?
Yeah, barely.
Okay. I just say you got a lot of people in chat that's supporting you too. So,
well, cool. That's a cool deal.
We definitely appreciate you coming on, and then we'd love to have you back on the show if you have anything, new material, and of course that goes for, your bandmates or band members, or anybody else plays any music. It's right here on Van Buren Variety. We'd love to have you on as well.
All right. Well, cool deal, man. I enjoyed it immensely.
Okay. Well, have a great night, Chip, and thank you for being on the show tonight.
All right. Well, thank you for having me.
Good luck. And, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for tonight's episode of Van Buren Variety. And I've said it many times. When you have a great, talented guest like Chip on, that 1 hour just goes by way too fast. I mean, we could have easily been on for 2 hours. I don't know if he would have been on that long, but I definitely could have had him on that long with some of his great music. So make sure you check his website out. And for those of you that are audience members, regular members of Van Buren Variety, I will be back next week with another guest, another interesting topic. And again, those of you that are just tuning in, I'd really appreciate you hit that subscribe button. That really makes me feel good. And if you like tonight's guest, if you like Chip's interview and his music, make sure you hit that like button on this video, because I'm sure he would appreciate that. Have any questions for him or for me, you can leave comments in the comment section. But until then, this is Van Buren Variety. I am Bob Van Buren, your host, and I will be back next week, Tuesday evenings, 7 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Eastern. Good night, everybody.